Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you're all fine and doing good. So today, students, I have come up with the literature part, and today I am going to teach you chapter number 8, taken from the book Honeydew. And the name of the chapter is A Short Monsoon Diary. Okay. So here, let us see what is written in the chapter. So first of all, introduction. A short monsoon diary gives us a glimpse of the diary written and maintained by Ruskin Bond. So who is the author here? The author is Ruskin Bond. Fine. This chapter describes the author's experiences in Missouri during the monsoons. So in this chapter, Ruskin Bond tells, or you can say narrates, all about the season of monsoon while he was at Missouri. So he said that monsoon starts in India in the last week of June and continued till the end of August. That means we can say from the last week of June, that means from the end of June till the end of August. That means we can say June to July and July to August. That means completely 2 months. Clear? Okay, now let us proceed towards the chapter. Explanation. Okay, so first of all, he started jotting down on 24th of June. So, what did he mention? It is the first day of monsoon mist. The mist has concealed the hills. So, now first of all, let me tell you what is the meaning of mist. Mist is a kind of fog. Okay, it is like a white blanket which covers the hills and it conceals everything from view. That means we cannot see anything beyond the mist. Fine. So, on June 24th was the first day of monsoon mist. The mist has concealed the hills. That means the mist has covered the hills. It has also silenced the birds. That means due to mist, the birds were also all silent. Why were they silent? Because they went into their nest. And why had they gone into their nest? Because it was not a sunny day, it was not a sunshine day, but it was a gloomy day. There was no sunshine, and it seems like the monsoon is about to appear. So this was the reason why all the animals and birds were in their homes, in their dens, or in their nest. Fine? Next, the author hears Biju calling his sister. So the author could hear that his friend by the name Biju was calling his sister. He can feel that Biju is running. Fine? That means Ruskin Bond could feel that Biju is running. However, the mist doesn't let him see Biju. But he is not able to see Biju. Why? It's only because of the mist. The mist appears to change the hills in 2 ways. What are they? It conceals the hills from view. That means, conceals means to cover up, chupa dena, to hide. It conceals the hills from view. That means, it was not able to see the view of the hills. Next is, it also makes them silent, and it has also made hills silent. How can hills be silent? It can be silent in the way that there were no birds and no animals. No birds were chirping, no animals were roaming here and there, they were not screaming, they were not chattering, they were not shouting. It was complete silence everywhere. It is so because the birds fall silent in the mist. Okay, so this sentence I have already explained. So now next comes the June 25th. That means the other day. The rain is warm and humid. Okay, it means that it rained on 25th June. But the rain was warm and humid. So it is not as uncomfortable as the rain in the winter. So the rain of the monsoon, that means it is still summer. The summer rain was not as uncomfortable as the rain in the winter. That means winter rains are very uncomfortable, whereas summer rains were pleasant. The flowers are coming up. The author could see new flowers coming up. The author described the hill stations and valley in one sentence. So the author has described the valleys and hills of Mussoorie in one sentence. And what is it? It is a paradise that might have been. So he said that the hills and the valleys of Mussoorie is a paradise. Okay, paradise means Jannat is a paradise that might have been. That means it is exactly how it should be. Clear? Next, June 27th. The monsoon has brought leeches. So, do you know what is leeches? Leeches or leech? Leech. It is a small insect. Okay, it is a very tiny and a very thin insect which sucks blood. Okay, suppose if it happened to stick on your body, on your legs especially, then what will it do? It would start sucking your blood. And even though if you try to pull it out, it will not release from your body. It will stretch. Okay, it is something like elastic, stretchable body. Okay, this leech has got a stretchable body. It would stretch its body, but it will not release your body unless and until it is full of blood. That means if once the leech is done with sucking all the blood and its stomach is filled, then only it releases from the human or animal's body. Fine? So leech is a very dirty and a dangerous animal. Clear? So he said that the monsoon has brought leeches. Then a leopard has also been seen. It has been stealing dogs and other animals. That means cow. Okay. So now the leopard was seen. So why has the leopard come out of the jungle and come to the town? Can you imagine what could be the reason? The reason was that it was raining, okay, in Mussoorie. And so all the animals and birds, they were in their homes. They did not come out. And leopard did not get anything to eat. So he was hungry. And this is the reason why he stepped out of the jungle into the town in order to hunt some animals. And what did he hunt? He was found stealing the dogs, and also he tried to attack on the cow. Fine? Now, some seasonal flowers also appear. More importantly, new birds appear. Okay, and the author could see new flowers. And most importantly, he could see new birds. That means the birds who were migrated from other countries to Mussoorie. Why had they entered into Mussoorie? They had entered into Mussoorie because during that time, the Mussoorie was enjoying summer season. And the birds, they migrate from the colder region to the warmer region because they cannot survive cold. And this is the reason why they prefer living in the warmer areas. Clear? Next, among them are minivets. So among all the birds, there were some birds by the name minivets. Who are minivets? They are brightly colored birds, yellow in color. They sit silently among the leaves. Okay, so minivets are the brightly yellow colored birds who doesn't make any noise but sit silently among the leaves. Got it? Okay. Okay, next. So the next was on August 2nd. It has rained all night. The sound of the rainfall on the tin roof pleases the author. One is untouched and yet in touch with the rain. Okay, so now he has written that on 2nd August. What has he written? She jotted down that it has rained all night. That means it rained last night. Clear? The sound of the rainfall on the tin roof pleases the author. Okay, so the the houses in the hilly area are made of wood. Okay, you can find wooden houses with tin roofs in the hilly areas. And when it rains, the rain falls on the tin roof, which makes a kind of very pleasing noise, very pleasing sound. And if you happen to sleep under the tin roof during rainy season, you will really feel asleep because the sound is really pleasant to the ear. So the author says that the sound of the rainfall on the tin roof pleases him. He is untouched and yet in touch with the rain. So he said that he is not in touch with the rain. How is he not in touch with the rain? He is not in touch with the rain because he is completely dry. He is not wet. And yet in touch with the rain, and yet means फिर भी. And फिर भी he is in touch with the rain. How? Because he can enjoy the rain on the tin roof. Fine? So this is how he said that he is in touch with the rain and also untouched with the rain. Now next, August 3rd. The rain stops. There is sunshine. So now the rain stopped on the next day. After lots of rain, it stopped on the next day. Then after the rain stopped came the sunshine. Then people, animals and birds, they were all happy and they went in the open once again to enjoy the sun. The song, 1 minute. Yes. The song of the whistling thrush coming from a distance pleases the author. Okay, and you know, in the hilly area, okay, there are rivers. Okay, rivers. So this river comes from the hilly area, from the hillside. Okay, and when it rains, this part it becomes full of rainwater, and when it flows heavily, it gives a kind of thrashing noise. Okay, whistling. Fine, thrashing noise in the form of whistling, and this whistling thrashing noise it pleased the author. That means it was also very nice to listen. Now next, August 12th. Okay, so after August 3rd, he has jotted down on August 12th. So what has he written? It has been raining non-stop for more than 1 week. So it was raining since after 3rd August. Okay, after 3rd August, it started raining and it continued for 1 week. Everything is damp. So everything, whatever you see is all damp. Damp means wet, gila. One can go out only with an umbrella. So if anybody had to go out, he can go only with the help of an umbrella. Otherwise, what would happen if he won't carry an umbrella? The person coming out without an umbrella would completely be wet. But it is not cold. Even though it rained for completely 1 week, the weather was not cold. The hills are covered with flowers, and he could see many more flowers all around the hills. Next. After that, he had jotted down on August 31st. That means complete 1 month is completed. Okay, from 3rd August till 31st August. That means completely 1 month it rained and rained. So now, next. Yes, and one more thing to notice is that it is 31st August. Okay, so monsoon starts from June end. Okay, 1 minute. June end till August end. Okay, so now it is already 31st August. 31st August means the last day of August. That means now the monsoon season must come to an end. Fine. So now let's see what has he written. Monsoon growth is visible everywhere. That means monsoon is not going to an end. It is still growing more and more. The seeds of the cobra lily are turning red. Okay, there is a flower by the name cobra lily. Okay, how is it to look at? It is in white in color. Its leaves, fine. These are the leaves, and then this is the stem, and then it is in the form of cobra, just like cobra. Fine, it is cobra. And here used to be the seed. This is the seed. Fine, understood? So this part, this seed part, it starts getting red. When the cobra lily's seed becomes red, it means that the monsoon season is coming to an end. That means the rainy season will finish now. Got it? Okay, now see. The seeds of the cobra lily are turning red. This is an indication that the rains are coming to an end. Got it? Now, all holes are full of rainwater. So snakes and rodents have taken shelter in roofs and godowns. So now, it rained everywhere. Okay, completely 1 month it rained, and it rained so much that all the holes were full of rainwater. And who lives in the holes? It is the rodents and snakes. Who are rodents? What do you mean by rodents? Rodents are animals like I can say rat, mice, hare, chuchundar. Okay, Chuchundar. Chuchundar. I hope you know what is chuchundar. Chuchundar is quite similar to rat, but it is larger in size. The size of rat must be this much, okay, but chuchundar is quite larger in size, this much. Fine, and this is the tail. Okay, and the peculiarity about chuchundar is that it keeps on whistling all the time. It always makes a kind of noise like in this way. Okay, it is dark in color. Okay, it always gives the sound like whistling type in this type. Fine, so that is chuchundar. Now see, all the chuchundars are rats, mice, these are called rodents. Okay, so all the rodents have taken shelter in roofs and godowns. Okay, now see, snakes and rodents. Rodents have taken shelter in the godowns. Okay, and the snakes have taken shelter in the roofs. So here we are talking about the house in the hilly area. So houses in the hilly areas are made of wood, as I have told you earlier. So the wooden house usually have some place or space, you can say, in the rooftop from where the snakes can enter and come out. Okay, there used to be some kind of holes and all. It is not plastered like the cemented house, like how we are living these days. Houses in the hilly areas are made of wood, and there used to be some gaps, you can say, and on those gaps in the roof stays the snakes just for some time, only and until the rain doesn't stop. When the rain stops, they would go back to their holes. Got it, all of you? Okay, good. Next, October 3rd. So now, after August comes September. But the author has not written anything about the month of September. That means the whole September it rained. Okay, so now he has come directly to October 3rd. Now see what happened on October 3rd. This year, monsoon rain continued much longer than usual. Oh, so the author says that this year the monsoon rain continued more than usual. Every year it continues for most probably 2.5 months, but this year it continued more than that. Now there is winter rain. Okay, so the author says that now the winter rain has started. A hailstorm has cleared the sky. And then after that there was a hailstorm and it has cleared the sky. So now let's see what happened next. Yes. Okay, after that it was October. Okay, so the author had mentioned on 3rd October. So after October comes complete 1 month. Okay, this is completely 1 month, October. And then comes November, another 1 month. And then again December, another 1 month. And then January 26. That means we can say this is also a kind of complete 1 month. That means completely October, November, December, and then January. That means it's going to be 3.5 or 4 months. So here the author means to tell that it rained non-stop. It rained continuously. Fine? Now see. The author wrote a poem about winter rain. Oh, the author was so bored and he had nothing to do, so he had written a poem about winter rain. The rainwater makes the author more lonely, and since it was raining and raining only, the author felt very lonely. A friend who has been staying with him has left, and there was a friend, author's friend, yes, he was staying with author, and now he has left, he has gone away. And this is the reason why the author feels more lonely. Unlike the monsoon rain, there are no flowers in the winter rain. So in the monsoon rain, there were flowers, whereas in the winter rain, there are no flowers. Got it? Now, March 23rd. Oh God, now it comes to March 23rd. That means after January comes February. But the author has not mentioned anything about February. That means it rained and rained even in the month of February also. So we have counted October, November, December, January and February. That means 5 months. Okay, and now March 23rd. That means we can say March 23rd, that means it is also the end of the month. So we can take here March. So October, November, December, January, February, March, 6 months. What happened in between these 6 months? It rained and rained. Now the author says that it is the end of winter, and even the winter has come to an end, because right after March comes April, and in April we celebrate the new year. Okay, means I say I am not talking about Christian calendar. According to Christian calendar, we celebrate New Year on 1st of January. But according to Hindu mythology, we celebrate New Year on 14th of April. Okay, and there are many festivals all over the country. Like we can say in Assam, we celebrate it as Bihu. In Punjab and Haryana, they celebrate it as Baisakhi. In Kerala, in South India, they celebrate it as Onam. Okay, and in many other parts of the country, the celebration is being observed. Okay, and this is the harvesting festival. I hope you know what is harvesting festival. Harvesting festival means we cut down the crops and bring back home. Okay, so April, right from April 14, we observe it as New Year Day according to Hindu calendar. Fine? Okay. So now see, March 23rd. It is the end of winter. So March 23rd is means March month is the end of winter. After a hailstorm, there is a rainbow in the clear sky. So the author says that it hailed. Hailstorm in Hindi, it is called something like barfbari. Okay, it was barf par rahi thi, ole. Okay, ole. So after the hailstorm, there was a rainbow in the clear sky. Okay, it means that when it hailed and it stopped, The next day there was a sunshine and there was a rainbow. That means the rainy season has completely ended now. Got it? So now, how many months did it rain? So the author started jotting down on 24th of June. So right from June, let us take from June to July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. That means completely 9 months. 9 months it rained and rained. Okay? Okay, so now tell me, suppose if you happen to get one season for completely 9 months, how would you feel? Would you like it or will you be fed up? I hope you would be fed up. And the author was actually fed up with rain which lasted from June 24th till March 23rd. Fine? So he had noted down everything in his diary, that how bored he felt. He felt. Fine? Okay, so here comes the end of the chapter. I hope you have enjoyed the chapter. Okay, thank you for watching.